Friday, February 21st, 4:34 p.m. New York time. Welcome back, investors, to Winning Wall Street's Money. Your stock market's closed. We had a short trading week because Monday was a federal holiday. It had big price action today. I'd like to have early access to my videos. I have a Patreon page. The link's below in the video. Far left, the watch lists. Top left, U.S. stock index, a lot of red. The middle watch list to the left are the 11 sectors in the S&P 500, a lot of red. And the bottom watch list, the Magnificent Seven, all red. So we'll go look at the major stock indexes, which are these on the top left. But the futures market is still open. Doesn't close till 5 p.m. Look, they're red too. Prices still trading down. As you see, the prices are moving. So we'll first look at the S&P 500. These are the cash indexes. They're closed. Far right, monthly. The middle, weekly. And the left, the daily. On the far right, you can see the monthly candle, all-time new highs. The weekly candle in the middle grid made an all-time new high and then closed red. Big sell-off for the week. So since it's been a new high, let's adjust this. Yeah, I like to look at multiple time frames, get a bigger perspective of what's really happening instead of all the whipsaw that's on the daily. So you can see here, it's consolidation these past few green weeks, and then the weekly, again, we broke out making a new high, but we had a big sell-off. Looking on the left grid, the daily, big panic selling. Have a gap down here that has not been tested yet, nor filled, of course. On to the next financial instrument. The NASDAQ 100. Also on the monthly far right, you can see all-time new high. Big wick for me on the top too. The grid on the center, NASDAQ, new high for the year, and then a huge sell-off. Again, that was a swing high there. So since we made a new high, let's adjust this. And the NASDAQ 100 is part of the S&P 500. And the far left grid, huge sell-off, panic selling. On to the next. Dow Jones Industrial Average. Again, the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I shared a video on this yesterday of all the 30 companies in this. Good insight. Look at the far right, the monthly, right off the bat. It's not an all-time high. It's our inside candle. The monthly was last year. So again, this is the weaker index compared to the first two I showed you. And the middle chart, inside candle prior week, broke below it. Huge sell-off. And certainly you can see here on the far left, big move down. Closed below this consolidation, and there's a big gap on the bottom. Let's go on to the other indexes. Dow Transport, which is also part of the S&P 500. Look at the far right grid. Two inside candles back to back. Wow. Way below the highs. Back there was the highs 2021. Underperforming. And the weekly chart, huge red candle. Broke above last week's high to end up closing below it. And the grid to the far left. Yeah, huge sell-off. The next. Dow Utilities. Inside candle for the month. The middle chart, look at that. The middle, higher high, higher low, closing green. Big difference than the other stock indexes. Probably going to try to retest a good amount of that bearish pin bar on that red one. And on the daily on the far left, these trends been trending up for quite some time. Again, way below the highs, which are from 2024. Okay, all those stock indexes are inside the S&P 500. Let's go to the Russell 2000. 2,000 companies are in this index, smaller companies. They are not part of the S&P 500. So the high was last year. Look how we are now, way below it, the far right. The middle chart weekly, yeah, huge impulse move down, panic selling. And the grid to the far left, we fill the gap. Broke below it, closed below it, but the gap is filled. So I'll remove that. Yeah, this index, the smaller companies are struggling even more. Again, on the far left, top left, the future indexes close at 5 p.m. The middle left, stock sectors closed. And the bottom, Magnificent 7, red. Just to finish this off, so you can see a little perspective on the daily chart of the futures, the three major futures. Far left, ES, the middle, NQ, and the far right, the YM. The stock futures trading in the futures market are different than the cash ones, which I first showed you. Again, you can see prices are moving here on the top of each of these grids because this is not closed till 5 p.m. Opportunities to make trades before they reopen Sunday night. Thank you as always, spending just a little time with me. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching.